What's up, filmmakers? This is Nick with August Sun Productions here. And today I'm going to go over a topic that I have not covered yet on this channel, and that is how to post a casting call correctly. Now, I'm doing this right now on Breakdown Express, which is a website for casting actors. But you don't have to use this website. You could also use Backstage.com. And you could also just post a casting notice on a Facebook group even. It doesn't really matter where you do it, but I'm going to show you what information you need to include. So this is just to use as an example. So I'm going to start by filling in some information. So I'm going to click here. Okay, so here I filled out my email and phone number, and it auto-filled my name, and I'm presuming you're casting your own film, so you just put your name there. Of course, if you're having a casting director do this for you, they would probably take care of all this already, so you wouldn't need to worry about it. Or if you are a casting director, then you would still put your name and your phone and email. So let's go down. So now basically you're just going to give some information about the project. So I'm going to say it's a rom-com. So I'll just say rom-com. Project type. So let's say it's a short film. There are other options here like commercial and feature film and theater and whatnot, but I'm going to choose short. Let's go here, short. And then union status. So here, if you're a beginner or low budget filmmaker, you may not want to take actors from the union because there are some hoops you have to jump through in order to get them involved in your film. Now, it's not terribly complicated. I'm sure you could do it. But if you don't want to deal with that, you could just put down non-union. Now, if you do want to do that, then just know that the actors union that you'd have to work with is SAG-AFTRA, and that's right here. So that is the actors union for film and television. Okay, so we'll just go to non-union. Okay, so rate of pay. So basically, you'll just tell them how much you're paying them, but if you're not paying, you have to be very clear up front and say no pay. It is standard, though, to provide meals for the cast and crew, even if you're not paying them. So I'll just say meals provided. Okay. So if you were doing an in-person audition, you could put this interview/audition date. You could fill it in, but if you're just doing video submissions, you could leave it blank. But just know that, if you were inclined to have actors meet you in a particular place, you would have to rent a location and then tell actors where that location is and schedule appointments with them. But let's just pretend we're doing this all online. So here you fill out the start date. So let's say we're filming on the 30th of the month, and we're filming in White Plains, New York. And we'll just scroll down here. Now this is information you could fill out if you felt like it, but it looks like the only thing that it requires here is the casting director, which is again just your name. So here you do want to accept demo reels from the actors because it's very helpful to see their past work. And sure, why not accept notes from the actors? Now, size cards. Now, you may or may not want this depending on how specific you are with costuming. So if you're having actors be fitted for custom-made costumes, then yes, you'll want their size cards. But if they're bringing their own costume, essentially it would just be like their own clothes, then you don't need this information. So here's just the submission deadline. So let's say you want this the 23rd, about a week before you start filming. And then submission instructions. This is very important because this is basically telling the actors what to do, basically how to audition, what you want them to perform for you. And then you also want to tell them where you want the audition to be sent to. So if you want them to email you a video link, you'll make that clear in the instructions. So I'll say, please record a video where you slate your name, height, and then perform a monologue 1 minute or under in length. And then email unlisted YouTube video link to 123 at 123.com. And simple as that. So you just say everything you want the actor to do and where to send it to. Now I think this is information, again, specific to Breakdown Express. I think other casting sites will just ask you where you want to find your talent pool from. So you would say New York, and then go down here, New York again. And is there nudity? No, there is not. No, there's not. So we'll skip that and just press on no, and then go to continue to roles. So here we'll just put in the storyline. So boy meets girl. Click on save storyline. And here we get to give descriptions of all the characters we're casting. So let's say you want to add a new role. The first role you're casting is boy. So let's say the first character you're casting is the role of boy. So you include some information about him. So maybe you want him to be a specific height. You want his personality to be a certain way. So you'll say a cheeky young man who likes to play jokes on people. And then you'll say 5'7" to 5'10" if you have a specific height preference. This is just an example. You don't have to have a height preference. Usually I don't. And you'll say what his age is. So maybe he's 20 to 30 and he's a man. And then is it a paying role? No. And here ethnic appearance doesn't matter. Just say all. And I'll save the role. And then I'll add a new role and I'll say girl. And I'll say a shy young woman who likes to read. And it's not a paying role. And then the same age range, 20 to 30. And they'll say it's a woman. Ethnic appearance doesn't matter. Save role. And so now we have our 2 characters. So let's go to the next section. And here we're basically just looking at all the information you put in, making sure everything is put in correctly. And once you review it, you can go down and submit the project. So here it's just asking you to check this off, that you've read the terms of use and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go there and just check that off. And normally you would submit, but you would submit for a real casting call, and this one is very fake, so I will not be submitting it. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this video helpful and that it helps you craft your own casting call. If it did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave a comment down below asking any questions you have, or even just suggesting new video ideas. I'm all ears and I want to hear what you have to say. Until next time.